I'm going to be doing a review and discussion of the first book in the Harry Potter series, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. I grew up reading this series and have reread it at least 10 times. I'm really in the mood to dive back into this world and I'm loving this reread. One thing that really stood out to me on this reread is how much detail Rowling put into building the world of Harry Potter. It's funny because the first book is practically all world building. We don't even get to Diagon Alley until 70 pages in, and Hogwarts until about 100 pages in. The first 100 pages are just setting us up. I think it's so cool how Rowling spends so much time on this world building, but at the same time, it's relatable too. I love the balance of humor and darkness in the series. The themes of bullying, being orphaned, and having an abusive family are heavy, but they're not overly heavy in this series. I think a lot of people can relate to these themes, and that's part of what makes Harry Potter so special. The first 70 pages of the book are all about setting up Harry's life before he discovers the wizarding world. Rowling does a great job of describing what it's like to be bullied and isolated. I think a lot of people can relate to Harry's experiences. Even though the themes are heavy, they're not too heavy in this series, and that's part of what makes it so special. One of the things I loved was the devotion and maturity shown by the main characters, even though they're only 11 years old. I especially appreciated the fact that they needed each other to complete their mission, and the sacrifices they made for each other. There were also so many funny scenes and lines throughout the book. Dumbledore and Hagrid always have me laughing. I have a soft spot for Dumbledore, and there are some great moments with him in this book. Hagrid is just hilarious in general. There are also tons of funny lines from a variety of characters. But there is one thing about the book that I don't like, and that's the rules of Quidditch. I really want to love Quidditch. It's such a cool sport in theory, but the way the snitch ends the game and awards 150 points just doesn't sit right with me. It feels like so often the game is decided by the snitch, and it almost negates the rest of the game and the other players. On this reread, I also noticed a lot of small details and inconsistencies that I hadn't before. For example, Ollivander mentions that Harry's dad's wand is great for transfiguration, which we later learn helps James become an animagus. Snape quizzes the students on things that they haven't even had a chance to learn yet, like the Bezoar, which comes into play in a later book. And Hagrid chooses Harry's animal based on his own preference, rather than asking Harry what he wants. Overall, there are so many great moments in this book, from the relationships and character development to the humor and action. While there are a few things that I don't love, they don't take away from my overall enjoyment of the book. I can't wait to continue my reread of the series and see what other things I notice.